Yo, we are back. Through the hallway, y'all. You see us. We are in Zoom. We are not in the studio today. Weather did not permit, but we still got to get it done. We all we got, but today we all we need. But we gonna talk some NBA talk really quickly. Some trade rumors. Most of them are our trade rumors. We making up some trade rumors, some things we want to see happen. Talk about the rookie ladder and teams are switching spaces and stuff like that. We got time. We'll talk about that as well. So we're gonna start with the trade rumors. Who we trying to move and where and why. And lastly, which probably should be first, does it make sense and can it actually happen?
So I'm gonna start it off, man.
Uh-oh.
My number one, and this ain't really a surprise or anything like that, but I think this brother right here, he's definitely on the move, 110%. JJ Redick. They've already talked about how they dangling Lonzo Ball and dangling JJ Redick. But what I seen, JJ Redick ain't played the last 3 games. He has DMPs the last 3 games, and my sources are telling me, I can't reveal them, but my sources are telling me JJ want to go to a contender. And said contenders include, but not limited to, the Philadelphia 76ers,
Back to home.
the Los Angeles Lakers, the Boston Celtics, and the Milwaukee Bucks, man. Listen, JJ go to any one of those 4 teams, and I think instantly he improves those teams. Listen, I'm not a huge JJ Redick fan, but anybody that can get a sniper on that team with those guns, with the people they have already, shoot, get them boys that much more space. As far as Lonzo Ball, man, I just want to give him a shout out, man. He's been playing really well since hearing the trade rumors.
Responded really well.
He's really becoming a true pro because, Lonzo was the prodigy coming out, man. He's supposed to be the next great point guard, and he done been shipped once. He's looking at his second team, so just to see him really just handle it like a pro and go out and perform, I'm really proud of Lonzo. But as far as where Lonzo could go, I don't want to say it. This is maybe a little bit more of a stretch, but I hear him rumbling of your team on your head, Ty. I hear him trying to make a move to them making a move to Washington for some reason, and a package for Russell Westbrook or Bradley Beal, even though Bradley Beal said he's not as proposed. He doesn't really want to be traded, and he's upset that the media is making it seem that way. But hey, this is a business, man. At the end of the day, some people say what they say, and then other people get burner accounts. KD. But, so I can see Lonzo and JJ definitely making a move, but JJ definitely going to get shit before the end of this trade deadline, guaranteed. I guarantee rob it.
Yeah. That's funny that you mentioned that because I was looking at my trades and I was looking at the packages, and I was just thinking Lonzo and JJ would be a good fit for Washington right now. Because of the fact that they like to run up and down the court. I think that Lonzo doesn't have a problem rebounding or putting any other role that they ask him to do. And also on top of that, right now, Washington needs shooters, bro, and they need talent. Definitely talent and need shooters.
Talent, period.
With that being said,
get 33 minutes a game with Washington right now.
What? And he will
Bradley Beal there.
And he would shoot that thing, and I think that will make everybody happy, especially spacing the floor for a Russell Westbrook who likes to drive and kick, or who likes to get to the basket. My second destination for them will be Orlando. Right now, Orlando is without Markelle Fultz. I like Cole Anthony, but I think he's more of a combo guard. I think that Cole Anthony and Lonzo at the point guard with JJ Redick coming off the bench, or you can even have Cole Anthony coming off the bench and start Fournier, have Lonzo at the point guard, and then you can have JJ back in his home state.
It's like how y'all keep sending JJ back to his old teams.
Back to his Magic colors. But I really think that would be helpful for the Magic because they have an inside post guy that can give you 25, 30 a night. He just needs some shooters around him. And I'm not saying that Terrence Ross is not a good shooter. He is. But he needs some guys that can space the floor with him. With that. Huh?
You need a sniper. JJ a sniper, man. He's a sniper.
He needs a sniper, and JJ will do that for them. So that's where I have Lonzo Ball and JJ. I do have somebody else, Zach Lavine. His trade value is high right now.
That's why I don't think he can get moved.
I gotta interject. Did I not say we can find this tape? But did I not say the moment they got Billy Donovan, I said Zach Lavine was supposed to get traded?
You did.
You did say that.
Okay. I just want to throw that out.
You did say that, and I'm going to go with the team that I got. Rob, get ready to put my Knicks hat on. I want the Knicks to get my boy Zach Lavine. Listen, this is what I'm talking about. You trade away Kevin Knox. You give away Alfred Payton. Give away Nerlens Noel, and you give away the mad first-round pick that we got this year for Kristaps Porzingis. And you trade that in the package, and you probably can get a Zach.
You want Zach Lavine to come over there, get 30 points a game, and lose on that.
Listen, it's funny because I have Lavine going to the Knicks. That's the number.
But it wouldn't be for that.
I don't think that's a.
I would. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing a wrench in there. If I'm getting Lavine, I don't need RJ. That would be the piece that I could send and still keep the pieces around Lavine that can make my team good enough. There is trade rumor for Julius Randle as well. Julius Randle, the numbers that he's putting up makes him a formidable addition to a lot of championship or playoff contending teams. So I can see him being moved as well. Now, I'm going to shoot this back to the Knicks fan. Would you be willing to move RJ in a package to get Zach Lavine?
This is my thing. I think Tibbs is building a culture, and I think Tibbs is very high on those two guys. And Tibbs has a lot of say in that decision making. Okay,
so let's take Tibbs out of the question and ask the Knicks fan: would you, as a Knicks fan, make a move for Zach Lavine that included getting rid of RJ?
No, I think that RJ has a lot of upside. I think RJ has huge upside. Like, I've been watching his game grow. I think Zach Lavine is a great player. I'm not in the business right now. Me personally, we've been through this. We've been through this process already. Trade draft picks and trade your future away for a guy that's going to give you limited amount. No, I'm not. I don't agree with that. I think that we're in the right process that we're in right now. Continue to build. You might have some draft picks. You might have a trade off in the off season when you have the number one. Mind you, this is going to have 2 draft picks. We're going to have our draft picks and we're going to have the Mavericks draft picks. I'll wait to the off season.
And if you talk about moving Zach Lavine, bro, you're not going to get. If you're talking about getting Zach Lavine, you're not going to get him without either moving those draft picks with that weak ass combination that you put together earlier. You're going to have to move them draft picks, or you could move someone like RJ who does have an upside. I don't think RJ's upside is as high as you think it is, but he does have an upside, and maybe you can hold on to some of these draft picks. I got to tell you, though, Zach Lavine's 25 years old. He's only 25. It's not like you're moving him for a veteran.
Zach Lavine just came
of his prime, like the
Zach Lavine came out of 3 injuries and is 25 years old. So you got to also add that baggage onto his career.
All right.
Let me just say this real quick, John. I could definitely see Julius Randle being a part of a package going. Y'all traded Marcus Morris last year. The same exact way, y'all built his value up, let him get some good stats, and y'all shipped him off. And I think Julius Randle could be along that same exact path. I think he has like maybe 1 or 2 more years left in his contract, correct me if I'm wrong? Right?
Something around there, yeah.
Yeah, something around that. So, like, I could definitely see Julius Randle being a centerpiece of a package to bring back Zach Lavine. Would you be interested in that?
Depends on who we getting back. If it's just Zach Lavine, I'm gonna need Laurie Marketing.
All right, John. All right, man.
Ron, this is not fantasy. This is not fantasy. What are you trying to do? You're not trading a franchise for a franchise without adding your franchise to it. Like, Zach Lavine and Laurie Marketing is literally the Chicago franchise right now. You'd have to get rid of everything. And I don't know if the Knicks have upside that is as good as Zach Lavine and Laurie Marketing. I would honestly, I'll
tell you what the Knicks do have. They have cap space, $18 million in luxury tax that they can spend on right now. They can pay off. That's something else that the Bulls can utilize because that stuff is absorbing Zach Lavine's salary and giving them more option for them in free agency. I'm just saying.
I got
Bulls
another
aren't
sleeper.
gonna be good. If they were gonna be good, this would have been the year. The Bulls just want to put asses in chairs. Losing Zach Lavine and paying extra money to do so because we get to save some on the back end. I mean, that to me, that sounds like they have to lose everybody. That means that they're gonna have to lose Zach. They're gonna have to lose Laurie. I'm not trading them to the Knicks in that scenario.
I got
I
a
don't think
sleeper.
that the Bulls hire. I don't think the Bulls hire Billy Donovan to come in to have a losing season. I think that the Bulls feel like they are in player contention right now, which is why I don't think that they're going to trade Zach Lavine. I think Zach Lavine is playing out his mind. He's playing like an all-star. The Bulls can make the playoffs this year. I believe that that's a fact. So, like I said, I think that's the best package. If I'm Knicks, I'm sticking to my guns right now. I'm not trading for Zach Lavine.
Watch out for Memphis. Watch out for Memphis to make a move for Zach Lavine. That's my sleeper.
It's a great move. Speaking, I have one trade, and I haven't put all the numbers together yet, but I think it would help both teams out a lot. And I guess we'll get this will kind of segue us into the rookie ladder, but I think Charlotte and New Orleans should make a trade with each other. I think that Charlotte has shown that they're a little front heavy at that 1-2 position, especially when you talk about size. With Lamelo, Devonte Graham, and Terry Rozier, and all three of them can ball. Terry Rozier and Devonte Graham can be 40-point scorers on any given night. I'm willing to move one of those guys because Lonzo the offense seems to work better with Lonzo. I've never seen PJ Washington look so good. Maybe it's just the highlights, but or Miles Bridges, to be honest with you. But I think you move one of those guys. They have great trade value. Honestly, I would move the guy that can't play any defense, and that would be Devonte Graham. I don't know if New Orleans would want that if they're going to be losing someone like, say, Lonzo. Or I would keep Lonzo, but you add Devonte Graham to that New Orleans team, you can get Eric Bledsoe up out of there. More formidable to me, a more formidable point guard and scoring. Maybe not defensively, but they're still struggling defensively, even with Eric Bledsoe over there. And they also get to move JJ Redick. I think JJ Redick as a shooter would be a lot more useful on Charlotte, who still they have a lot of young athletes, but they don't have any true true shooter, someone that you can say, hey, stand in the corner, you're going to shoot better than 37-38% if you're open. They don't have anybody like that right now. So I think that would be a good addition. And then Lonzo running the offense. You got some bigs. You have a star, maybe not a superstar anymore, but you have a star in Gordon Hayward, who also might be on the move as well. There's been some trade rumor with him as well. But I think that you put I think Charlotte has the best opportunity to actually have a roster, a semi-deep roster if they make a move with one of those guys, Terry Rozier or Devonte Graham. And I think the places that you can find pieces is New Orleans. And I think New Orleans could use a true one over there, whether that be Rozier or Devonte Graham. That's head still in the game. That still wants to win. That still can put up points, unlike Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah,
that's my head brain scheme. I haven't crunched the numbers on that at all, but I think that would be a good move for those two teams. But that leads us into the rookie conversation, which is the rookie ladder. And Rob says on this ladder, there's nothing to really talk about. There's only one standout rookie right now. John disagrees. I'm torn. So I'm gonna let you guys go at it. What's this rookie ladder look like right now?
For me, the rookie ladder is very simple. It's LaMelo Ball looking down on everybody else trying to climb up his ladder. And the second person who I would say is the closest, who also won the Western Conference Rookie of the Month, is Tyrese Halliburton of the Sacramento Kings. You're looking at a combo guard, 6'5", who can really kind of do a little bit of everything. He's shooting about 46% from the field, shooting about 40% from deep, putting up 5 threes a night. So it's not like he's just putting up 1 or 2 a night. And granted, Sacramento is not like the most attractive, media darling kind of cities. But if you really look at it, man, Tyrese Halliburton is looking like a player who was who was slept on throughout the year, and I think he has a chance to be a very productive NBA player. Aside from that, like I said, I'm not a believer in Anthony Edwards. He can put up all the highlights at the end of the day. I'm more concerned about his consistency. I've seen a lot of inconsistent play out of him, and Minnesota is not the best place to go when it comes to drafting players. And then I'll probably put James Wiseman at number 3, and then Anthony Edwards at 4. But LaMelo, listen, the more and more I watch him, I really don't want to say this because I'm not a true believer in it, but he looks like a very unique player as far as his ability to pass. And his ability, like you said, Ty, to get other people involved and to make the teammates around him better. Gordon Hayward is having a resurgent year. Miles Bridges is actually showing some flashes of being who we thought he was going to be coming out of college. And as right now, he got 2 low-key vets just playing in front of him. So I'm interested to see what Charlotte's going to do with him. But my kind of keep an eye out for him is Tyrese Halliburton.
Copy. I think, and just to touch on what you said about Charlotte, the thing with LaMelo Ball is, and again, I'm not going to be heavy on compliments with LaMelo this early into the season, but this is true point guard play. Like, yeah, you want your guy to be able to drop 30 like Kyrie or hit 8 threes like Steph Curry anytime, but this is Chris Paul-esque, Darren Williams. This is what point guards are supposed to be doing, making everybody around them better. And let's call it a spade. 6-0 when he plays more than 26 minutes. That's Charlotte's record. I think it's 3-9 when he plays less than 26 minutes. No, he doesn't score the most points on the team. He does lead the team in assists multiple times. But no, he's not the best shooter. He's not the best scorer. He's the best facilitator. And the rest of those guys are better with him in the roster. We watched Devonte Graham have an amazing season last year, but just like Bradley Beal last year, dropping a lot of 40, 50-point games and L's. I'd rather have a point guard that's going to give me 15, 10, and 7 than a guy in a W than a guy that's going to give me 42 and 5 in an L. So I think that for what it's worth, LaMelo kind of makes sense on being on the top of that ladder, not because his numbers are blowing any other rookies out of the water, because they're really not. His rookie numbers aren't crazy impressive. He does have 6 rebounds, 6 assists off the bench. But those are good numbers. But I think that this rookie class hasn't really performed the way that I thought it would. I mean, I was looking for an explosive rookie class, and you did touch on something that was really important. I'm huge on Anthony Edwards. I think that he's better than what he's shown. But Minnesota is not the place to go. Minnesota is just not the place to start. So that's my issue there with him.
Golden State is. And I want to talk about my rookie, and it's going to be James Wiseman. Listen, you want to talk about flashes, you want to talk about this. I done seen James Wiseman make some full-court plays and slamming on dudes' heads. I done heard Draymond Green say, take on Marc Gasol one-on-one full court. That's your game. I like that. That's your game. That's you. Listen, he's just getting comfortable in that Golden State offense. We know how complicated it is. We know it's more about pass. We know that they don't have a lot of bigs. I think that they're just figuring out how to utilize this guy because he's so unique. Now, mind you, he's only getting 21 minutes a game. LaMelo's seeing 25 to 26 minutes a game. Mm-hmm. Bro, and with that being said, he's getting 12 points. He's averaging 6 rebounds, and he's averaging 1.3 blocks. He's a difference maker over there. And he has one of the best defensive players in the game, and Draymond Green in his ear teaching him how to play the game of basketball.
Yeah, one of the best defensive mouths in the game.
Defensive player. Yeah, you better watch. You already said. Rob hating.
You say he's going against Marc Gasol, who's a dinosaur. Have you seen Marc Gasol play?
He's starting for you. I got dinosaurs starting for Lakers.
Yeah, because AD don't
they do. But I agree with you, John. James Wiseman was my I think that was the person that had winning rookie of the year if he went to Golden State. Anthony Edwards is still my favorite rookie out of the class, but James Wiseman just makes sense over there. The way that Steph Curry spreads the court, spaces the court out. I think if
Man,
they
shooting 40% behind the arc, bro, as a big.
if they had Clay, bro, I think he would be doing even better because there's one more guy you'd have to worry about. Maybe he doesn't. The touches in Golden State, the way they move the ball, you're gonna get some touches. You're gonna get some shots up. I mean, they had 3 superstars last year. Now they're doing it with 1. You can get some touches. It may be easier to get touches if you had more superstars on a team. Draymond is not an offensive threat whatsoever. But John, I'm surprised you didn't bring up your boy. I'm gonna push it back to you.
I wasn't done. You cut me off.
Out of time. We're out of time. Bring your boy up.
Oh, my fault. So listen, that was number 1. Number 2 is definitely Lamelo Ball. I like what I see from him. I'm not gonna lie. I was skeptical, but after watching some games and actually watching him play, he is a solid player. I like the way that he controls the game. And as you say, Ty, he is the prototypical point guard. He is not a combo guard. He is a guy that's going to get everybody involved and make everybody else better. My thing with LaMelo Ball is that he got to be able to move these feet, bro. His feet too slow, man. He's slow feet. He always in foul trouble. He be reaching, but that comes with just playing the game and getting adjusted with that. After that would be Halliburton, like you said, Rob. But the sleeper in this whole conversation is my guy IQ. Immanuel quickly for the New York Knicks. Boy is out here now making an impact. I said that he was going to take over Alfred Payton's minutes. He's cutting into those minutes. He is now closing out games. He had 31 points against a highly powered team, and he was cooking, bro. Even though we lost that game, he was cooking.
Who else playing that game?
That was Portland, right?
I think it was Portland. He was going back and forth with Dan. That's a fact. He was going back and forth with Dan. But with that being said, man, watch out for IQ. He's moving up that rookie ladder as well. I like him. Keep him. Alfred Payton, your time's coming soon.
Yeah, shout out to Manuel quickly. I do like his float game. His float game is fire. He told Lou Will, you are my favorite player. He mirrors his game behind him, and if you look at it, he definitely does. I'm becoming a fan of Quickly's. Quickly, I'm not gonna hold you. IQ is definitely on my.
Plays like a vet, bro. I've seen him draw fouls like he was Trae Young. Like I'm watching him play the game,
bro. When you got a guy that shoots the ball almost before he leaves his feet, it's really hard, and he's good at it. It's hard to guard that. It's hard to get doing that. He's gonna. That's a good look for him. That's his shot. I think it's early, but when you come in with a signature shot, that's hard to stop. That's a good way to stay in the league. You know,
especially he fits perfectly with that Knicks offense because you do have similar to what James Harden had with Quick Capella, right? When you got Mitchell Robinson, that's always there, so you don't know whether it's going to be a floater or a lob. So you're like stuck in between, and he's mastered that shot. So and he's quick, and he makes the decisive decisions. Like he's not a guy like, am I going to pass? Am I going to shoot? Like you know what he's going to do. And the Knicks have faith in him. So with that being said, IQ, man.
IQ, y'all, and that's going to wrap up NBA talk. We're going to come back.
30 seconds.
All right.